Meet Luther Washington. He's a 44-year-old public affairs specialist with the U.S. Army, a decorated military man who spent time overseas and fought for our country. But to his friends, he's Ash, a dedicated pop culture geek and memorabilia collector.
Whenever we went to the movies together, I would just get out of the car and run to the theater and stare at the poster, because I was just like totally just transfixed on like the art and the colors.
Erin Bishop. She's an avid gardener, loves music, and is active in the local political scene. A graduate of Kansas State University, Bishop recently purchased her own home. At first glance, they may seem quite different, but Bishop and Washington are just two of the many people attracted to the variety of interesting and unique items that can be found at local secondhand stores.
You'll be surprised at the great stuff that you find at flea markets and antique malls. Hit up the antique malls, hit up the thrift stores, hit the the flea markets, and I got some personal favorites. Just kind of like from here to Topeka to Lawrence to Kansas City, and I found some great stuff.
Especially for environmentally conscious people like Erin, the reusing and repurposing aspect of secondhand shopping is an added bonus.
When you're in college, you don't have a lot of money, so a good way to get something secondhand that's decent quality is to just spend some time shopping around. I also like that it's not something that's been made brand new, so there's, it's kind of the reusing mindset.
For Ash, it's an opportunity to rekindle the flame of his childhood love for comic book heroes and movies.
Born and raised in Illinois, a kid, child of the 70s, Midwest. Got into drawing and comic books when I was a kid. Really kind of started collecting comic books heavy when I was about 8.
Secondhand items also offer the opportunity to get creative and make something old into something new.
The nice thing about vinyl is I think the sound is much more pure. Plus the art on albums is amazing, and you can't see it when you're looking at a CD or your iPod. It doesn't show up.
Whether you're trying to make ends meet in college, in the professional world, or in the United States military, secondhand shopping can provide an alternative to overpriced national chains.
I think the local industry is really picking up, and I think it's becoming more important to people to spend their money where it goes back into their community. And that's the biggest draw for me, is that I'm supporting someone local that lives in my town rather than someone far away.
But like Ash says, the journey of thrift shopping can be an adventure in and of itself.
I was at this flea market in Wichita, not that long ago. Me and my wife and a friend of mine who came along for the ride, and we were both like on the hunt for comics, and then we've seen all these like different figurines and toys, and he's a big Spider-Man fan, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and he actually found a little toy that he hadn't seen as a kid, but it was just like he wasn't able to get it at that moment, so I was like, hey, no problem, I got that.